play music on YouTube. What's up guys, it's your girl Kristen here. I'm a licensed esthetician, a freelance makeup artist, a YouTuber, a mom. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time checking me out. I feel like I say this every single dang video, but you know, this is how we do. So check out my channel. I do everything from beauty to lifestyle to now entrepreneurship. I've been talking a lot about how I run my business behind the scenes. If you guys haven't checked out my Beauty Room from Scratch series, that's kind of where all this began. I took this once blank room and turned it into a wonderful space to take clients, to do my YouTube videos, to just have a space to work and focus. From that series has stemmed this series where I'm talking about what you need to know before you open up a salon suite and what you need to know to be self-employed. I've been in this industry for about 4 years now. I talk more about my story in part 1 of this series. I'm really taking you along with me. This is my first time running my own space. As I'm going through everything, I'm learning and I'm sharing with you what I'm learning and what I'm doing, what I've researched on my own. This is going to be part 4 of this series. And in this one, which I feel like I've had a lot of interest in, is talking about how I came up with my price list, my menus, what treatments I'm offering at my studio, how I came up with those treatments, also what products I'm using. And I'm just going to show you what I'm using currently. You know, I'm kind of experimenting right now. I do carry a line called Image skincare that I did use in beauty school. And so I feel very comfortable sharing that with you because it's a great line to start with. So that's what we're going to dive into today. If that interests you, then make sure you continue watching. Alright guys, let's dive right into this video. I have my phone here. I'm going to be reading my notes as usual. Let's talk about this little price list that I have here. I did mention in my esthetician room tour, so go check that video out so that you can look at the lady who designed these for me. I actually was able to edit them myself, so she just created the template and I was able to just punch in whatever I wanted into it. So that's really cool. Pretty happy with how everything's priced at this point. I want to keep continuing to look at the numbers and seeing like how much I'm profiting versus how much I'm spending. And so then, you know, if I find that there's like a discrepancy somewhere, then I'll change it. But let's talk about how I came up with the pricing. So I had to do a little research and I used this method from beauty school. My school had us do kind of like a little senior project where we came up with like a hypothetical, you know, business that we wanted to open, and we had to come up with services and prices and all that. I mean, my presentation's way different from what I did now. So what I did is I went on Yelp and I typed in, you know, facials, I typed in lashes, I also do makeup and waxing. So I went and I looked at all these different services of people that are offering it in, you know, I think maybe a 5 or 10 mile radius of where my studio's at. And I went and I actually punched in the prices of these services on an Excel spreadsheet. And then, you know, I kind of got a general idea of what people are charging for this area, because it really depends on where you're located, because there's a certain demographic there, there's a certain lifestyle there. And so it's important to kind of be able to reflect that. And I'm sure it's also going to help you pay the rent better too, because if you're going to be charging a certain amount to be in a certain area, so say you're somewhere pretty expensive, then you're probably going to be able to charge a little bit more. I went and I kind of just took like the average of those prices, and I had decided for myself, and you can decide this for your prices too, is whether you want to be on the high end or the low end or right in the middle. For me, I decided I wanted to pretty much be in the middle of those because I'm kind of the new girl on the block. I didn't want to be the most expensive, but you know, I still really think my services are valuable, my experience is valuable, so I also didn't want to be the cheapest either. That's just what I did personally. I kind of took more of a middle ground approach with my pricing. And then, you know, we also want to consider the products you're using. If there's a certain facial that uses more expensive stuff, then you might want to charge a little bit more. Hopping back onto this price list, so as far... Hey there. Hey, you. Glad to have your attention. Make sure you like this video if you're already enjoying it, subscribe to my channel, and continue watching. As far as facials, I have just one general facial that's 50 minutes long that's going to give, you know, just the basic outline of a facial, which is the double cleanse, exfoliating, extractions, massage, and a mask. I feel like that's really helpful to offer just as like a starting base for people who say have never been to your studio before, or they've never had a facial before and they're not really sure. I get a lot of questions, about, oh, what facial should I book? And I say, just book the classic. Let's just start from there. So I think that that's definitely something you should put on your menus. And then when it comes to more specific specialty facials, then those are where I start to charge a little bit more, where I'm including, things like peels, LED therapy, high frequency. And so those are already included in those specialty facials. And I'll tell you in a sec how I came up with which specialties to focus on based off my experience and the clients that I've had. But with Classic too, you can also create what are called add-ons. So on Acuity Scheduling, that's my scheduling system, where you're able to add, any type of add-ons. You could add on waxing, you could add on lashes, but you could also add on, stuff like a peel, high frequency. It's honestly a really great upsell. So once you get somebody in your studio on your table, it's actually really, really easy to upgrade them to add on like a peel or something extra. If you guys want to know more about strategies of how to upsell and sales and stuff, let me know in the comments down below if you want to hear more about that. It's all about your approach, even your specialty facials. Don't make one facial that has all of your services. Always put the option to add something on, because that can definitely be a money maker. You literally can make more money in like 2 seconds for just asking. I don't know if you guys want to hear about what prices I have for lashes or makeup, waxing. If you guys want to know more about like specifics, let me know. But that's just generally how I kind of came up with the numbers themselves. Also, you're going to want to factor in the cost of your commute to work. Factor in every little thing. Like, we have to buy distilled water, we have to buy disposables, we have, kind of just add up everything that you use in a facial and incorporate that into the price. And like I was saying earlier, that I'm going to be doing some numbers to see like what I'm profiting off of the facials. And I would say if you're profiting at least 50% of what the person's paying you, then I think that's pretty darn good. Because think about it, if you're going to be selling retail, you're going to be making usually about 50% on those products. So same with the services. I feel like you should be making at least 50% profit off of whatever you're charging. So incorporate, the products, and it's pretty easy. You can ask your representative for your skincare line, how many treatments are part of, one product, or, and sometimes they actually already have like a breakdown of what everything comes out to be per usage. Ask your skincare rep to kind of break down some of that for you, and then incorporate that into your prices. And then something else to consider is just, what would you pay you for your service? You don't want to put a price out there that literally you wouldn't even pay yourself. I went and I asked myself, like, okay, would I pay this amount for that service? And yeah, if I was sometimes I wish I could clone myself so that I could give myself the service. I get such great feedback about it, and so I feel honestly really good about being able to charge something that I feel like I would be willing to pay. Okay, so let's talk about the menu. First tip is to use common terms for the everyday person, so that they know what your facial does. And then if you have a website, which I highly recommend you do, is to add a description of those facials. Write a little detail, little paragraph just describing, what ingredients are going to be used, what skin is best for that facial, because I get that question a lot. Make it specific so that people can kind of gravitate toward one or the other. You know what? I'm not going to tell you again. Hit that subscribe button. Hit it right now. Like this video and continue watching, because I'm about to talk about something really important. I'm going to share with you what specialty facials I came up with. So I have a anti-aging facial, I have a hydration facial, a pigmentation targeting facial. I'm trying to offer specialty facials maybe once every other month. So right now my current special is the CBD protein lifting oxygen therapy. I'd say that's a newer idea of mine. I'll let you know how that goes, offering, some sort of like limited time facial and see, how successful that is. Those are the categories that I kind of broke down the specialties in, as I did anti-aging, pigmentation targeting, and hydration. So I really feel like that's what almost every single client that I've had, that they fall into one of those categories. People are either concerned with the tone of their skin, that they have spots, dark spots, sun damage. People are concerned with how dry their skin feels. And then also everybody's tripping about wrinkles and getting old. That's why I categorized those facials and made them available. And obviously I tell everybody, you know, these are just to give you guidance, but as soon as you're on my table, I customize it for your skin. So even if it is an anti-aging facial, if there's somebody who needs extra hydration, then I of course add products in there that are going to target, you know, dehydrated skin. Don't be super strict with like the protocol, you know, of those facials. I mean, it is to just give people guidance as to what you offer, but I really find that it's very helpful because some people go into booking a facial like, okay, I know for sure I want to do something that's anti-aging, then they go and they book the anti-aging. And to give you an example of what the cost difference is between the just basic facial and the specialty is $75. So to really have somebody attracted to a more specialty facial, it can be really beneficial. But of course it includes, you know, 2 or 3 add-ons that they could have put into the classic. It is to kind of entice people to get a more expensive facial because it is a little bit more targeting. So I am going to switch the camera around and I'm going to actually show you what products I have in my back bar, what they're used for. I'm really just going to give you a breakdown of specifically what I have in here. So yeah, let's check it out. Alright guys, so I laid out all of my products for you guys to see. Ooh, this makes me happy just looking at it. So here are the cleansers that I use. I use the Max, Ageless, Clear Cell, Vital C, and the reason why I chose these is because for your first cleanse, I feel like you want something that's going to be able to remove makeup. It's just a general foamy cleanser. So I like using the Max or the Ageless for the first cleanse. Usually it's the Max. For the second cleanse is usually supposed to be a little bit more targeting for your client. So I use the Ageless, the Clear Cell for more acneic, congested clients, and then Vital C for more of those like dry aging clients. And then let's move on to, let's talk about exfoliation. So exfoliation, I usually use, if they didn't upgrade to a peel, I'll use the Total Resurfacing Mask from the Ageless line. It has glycolic acid, lactic, and microcrystals in it. One of my favorite products from them. And then on a more like, say, if you have somebody who has rosacea or is a little bit more sensitive, also good for clients with pigmentation and dry skin, I use the Hydrating Enzyme Mask. It has papaya enzymes, so really good for exfoliating a little bit more on the gentle side. And I'll talk about those next. Okay, let's see. Let's talk about what I use during the massage. So I really like using the hydrating facial oil. It's just really smooth and, you know, smells really good. Everybody always compliments on how yummy it smells. If I'm not using this, and I actually just tried it out today, I started using the Balancing Biopeptide Cream. It has a really nice texture to it and it smells like orange creamsicles. It's really, really nice. I actually really enjoyed using it because honestly, I feel like I should have gotten 2 bottles of this because I just use so much of it. So yeah, I kind of was like, hey, let me try this out today and see if it works out. Because honestly, a lot of my clients are during the daytime, so I don't really find myself using like a night cream or like a cream at the end that doesn't have SPF, and that's what these 2 are for. But so I haven't really been using this product too much, so that's why I was like, hey, you know, let me just try it out and see if I can use it during, you know, the massage, and it worked out really nice. Let's talk about the finishing products. So I'll go over here. So Eminence is an organic skincare line that I'm used to using from when I worked at the spa. So I'll use this kind of, you know, to start out the finishing process, spray a little bit of hydration on them. The Stone Crop line is amazing. If you guys want to try the whole line, it's actually a really great line to use. And then I'll use the Mangosteen Resurfacing Concentrate. This one just gives a really nice like matte finish to the skin. It smells amazing. And then I guess I'll kind of talk more about serums. I don't necessarily use this as a finishing product because it is an intense brightening serum, so it's going to have those more like brightening ingredients. I'll put this on them during the service, during my Bye Bye Blemish service, which targets more of that pigmentation. So that's a really cool serum. And then I got some enhancers from Image too. So these are basically like really, really concentrated serums. So this one is an antioxidant serum, and that's what I use in the anti-aging facial. And then I use God, can you just focus on what I'm holding? Jeez. I swear to God, as soon as I can get a new camera, I'm going to. Anyways, this is the hyaluronic acid serum that I use in the hydration facial. I put this on them like all throughout the service. Here's the kojic acid enhancer. I use that in the pigmentation facial. And all right, let's go back to finishing products. So the Vital C Recovering Eye Gel, really awesome product, has hyaluronic acid in it, vitamin C. And then the Prevention Plus, so this one is the oil-free version. This one for sure I've been using way more than this one. This one I'll put, more on dry clients. But I mean, a lot of the people I've been seeing have been combination of oily skin types, so this one's really awesome for those clients. Let's see, let's go to Eminence real quick. So I got the herbal eye makeup remover for, those rare clients that come in with like a full face. This helps just to remove like mascara and lipstick. And then let's see, I have the Mangosteen Lactic Pro Peel. I like to call this my princess peel. So this is actually a really good peel to put on a client that you've had for the first time, or who have never had a peel, and maybe they've told you, oh, I'm a little bit more sensitive or whatever. This is just a really good peel to start with. It's very gentle. And then say somebody has had a peel or their skin looks really like it can be tough enough for their first time, I use the Blueberry Detox Peel. So this one's really awesome. It creates some like blood circulation. That's why it has hot on there. So your client will be like a little bit red afterwards, but that's totally normal. Their skin will look really, really nice afterwards. So I really like this peel. And then this is a mask. This is the Lime Stimulating Mask. Again, if the client doesn't upgrade to like the blueberry peel, then I might use this on, say, somebody who's having a breakout. Definitely wouldn't want to use this on a dry or sensitive aging client. This definitely is for more oily, more tougher skin, but it creates that like hot sensation on their skin, that blood circulation. So this is really, really nice. I actually like to mix this one with this one, which is a clay mask with tea tree oil in it. And this is just a mask that I got from my job. They have their own skincare line, so I actually like a couple of their products, and I decided to, buy some of their stuff that I'm used to using at work. So I'll mix this with the Lime Stimulating, and it's a really good mask for like your acne clients. And then here's the toner I use for after I do extractions and to rebalance the skin. Again, this is just a toner I use at work. It has cucumber, lemon, chamomile, lemongrass, so a really good gentle astringent. And then since we're on the topic of masks, let's talk about more peels, sorry. So the Image line has a bunch of different kinds, but you definitely need to get some sort of decreasing prep solution or something that's going to completely balance the skin right before the peel and get all the oil or whatever off the skin. It preps the skin. And then I got the Signature Facelift, which is what I use in my anti-aging facial. And then I use the Lightning Lift for my pigmentation facial. These, I would say, use on clients that have had a peel before, or you did, the lactic peel on them already and they were fine. You did the blueberry peel on them, they were fine. Then, go into these. I believe these are 20 to 25%. So yeah, a little bit of peel and flaking will happen with your clients using these, but they're still, I think, pretty gentle. In comparison to like a TCA or something that's going to be a lot stronger. So Image is a really good line, I think, for a beginner esthetician, because it's just everything is color coded. As you can see, everything just is simple, and I think like using these peels are going to be a good way to start, just to get a feel for it. but do I think they're the best? I think there's probably better peels out there. I'm actually exploring Glymed, which is another line that I've purchased recently, so I'll get into those in a sec. Yeah, let's see, any other serums or products that I missed? Oh, okay, the apricot oil. Oh my god, this stuff is freaking amazing. It leaves the skin just have this nice glow to it. It leaves the skin super soft. I used this on my belly when I was pregnant, and everybody, all the ultrasound techs were like, how does your skin look so good? And I use that for the arm and hand massage and the foot massage that I do. It's just a great product. Okay, let's go over to these masks, the Hydrogelly masks. These are freaking awesome. I feel like every time I use them on a client, they really enjoy the experience, they enjoy the feeling, they, you know, their skin just looks super glowy afterwards. So I got, you know, there's so many different kinds and there's so many others that I want to try, but I kind of got ones that made sense. Like for my hydration facial, I got the hyaluronic acid. For my pigmentation facial, I got the illuminating. And then what I used in the anti-aging, I used the antioxidant goji berry one. And then these are kind of just like two general ones that I wanted to try. These are the ones I kind of use in just like the classic facial, or, you know, if these say don't, you know, fit their skin's needs. These are kind of just good, like moisturizing, strengthening, you know, has real, you know, super greens. Obviously, like who doesn't want super greens on their face? So, you know, these are more so just to try, but these were the ones that I had gotten for my specific facials. Do I offer them at every facial? Most of the time, yes. I don't really charge extra for it because most of the time they're upgrading to a peel or they're getting that specialty facial. So to throw in like this mask and just give them like an even better experience, I think it's worth it. Okay, so really quickly, this is just a couple products I decided to use from Glymed. I wanted to try their protein lift mask, which is that like nice like tightening mask that I've posted on my Instagram page. So this is gonna really tighten the skin. It uses egg white proteins to, you know, fortify and help, you know, just really hydrate the skin. So this was pretty awesome. I've actually only used it once, and the lady's skin that I did it on, just her face looked like it had a filter on it. It was awesome. And then I got the CBD booster. So yeah, the whole protocol for this facial is available. I kind of took a mix of like the regular protein lift protocol and the mini protein lift protocol, and I did a fusion of them. So I actually incorporated the oxygen deep pore cleanser, which is awesome, and I want to actually try to incorporate this more into my facials and offer it as like an upgrade, because I feel like for the client that has like really deep pores and like you can see that they have a ton of like blackheads and stuff, this would be an awesome product to, you know, get them to upgrade to during a facial. And then the CBD facial mist, so awesome, smells really wonderful. And then the CBD massage cream. This is, oh my, I should have gotten like 3 of these because they're really, really nice. It kind of warms on the skin, and it's just got this really nice like menthol scent to it. So yeah, I'm exploring Glymed because I feel like I want to try some of their peels, and you know, and that's the cool thing about being self-employed. Like at my job, I would have to use like Eminence and their line, but I'm really enjoying being able to try different stuff. Yeah, so that's really, you know, the extent of my product collection here. So yeah, I hope you guys got a little, you know, kick out of that. So yeah, I'll put the camera back on me so that we can continue talking. All right, y'all, so those are my products. I hope that was as detailed as you wanted it to be. Of course, if you have any other further questions about anything, please comment down below. I'm really not worried about like these being copied, because I feel like every spa, I mean, especially at my spa, they offered pretty similar treatments to what I'm offering. You know, I didn't take what they're doing exactly, but I am following like the same kind of outline that they do at their spa. You know, they have one that's hydrating, they have one that's anti-aging, you know, so it is a very common practice. So run with it if you want to do what I'm doing. I really don't care. People have been booking all kinds of services, so I'm really, really happy with my menu at this point. You know, like I said, I'm trying out the whole specialty facial thing. I'll let you guys know how that goes. But yeah, I'm really satisfied, and I'm excited to keep trying other product lines too. So if you have any suggestions of what product lines to use, I know my friend Ivy told me about PCA Skin. I've been curious about them. If you guys know any other products that you recommend, please comment down below. I'm always willing to try things out. If you want to sponsor me, that'd be cool too. Let's wrap this video up. I hope you enjoyed this. This series is going to be really talking about what you need to know before you open a salon suite. I think that really kind of wraps up everything that I wanted to talk about. I think more so now moving forward, I'm going to talk about, once you do open up, what you need to know. I do want to share with you the first month of being open and about the numbers for that first month and how you can hope to be successful your first month open in business. I also do want to give you an updated room tour, because after operating for a little over a month, I've been able to kind of see what's working, what's not working, things I'm liking, things I'm hating. So that video is definitely coming your way. What else? What else do you guys want to know? Comment down below if there's something else specific that you're hoping to find out. I do want to talk too more about how I'm managing my expenses and taxes and just staying organized, because it is a thing. It's not easy to run your own space. So you definitely need to watch the other parts of this video. I'll make sure I'll link those playlists down below for you guys. But yeah, if you're watching this video and you enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And, of course, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.